Talking about the Leafs, who are not a part of Creamer Nation, unfortunately.
And when you beat the Oilers, you could say whipped cream.
Oh, like the other team whipped cream.
Yeah,
that's good.
I like that. There you go. Sorry. Okay.
Whipped cream on hot chocolate. Underrated.
Underrated. You're right. Let's talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs for a quick minute here. They did lose to Montreal, but a far better loss than the other weekend where they snapped in half in midway through the first period, excuse me.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to point out from this game, first and foremost, is the play of Dennis Hildeby, who, among goalies with at least 2 starts, is leading in goals saved above expectations.
That bar.
Hey.
At least 2?
At least 2.
At least 2?
Potentially 3 or more.
You got to raise the bar a little.
Well, it's from Jonas Siegel's article, so and Jonas is like, listen, I get it. It's a smaller sample size, but he's played 8 games.
I was about to say he's played 8 games and he started a lot more than 2.
What's hilarious about his record, so Dennis Hildeby has a .927 save percentage right now.
It was a .919 heading into that game. They lost and it went up to .927.
And in those 8 games, he's amassed a 1-2-2 record.
That's so frustrating.
Isn't that bizarre?
That's so frustrating.
But he's been excellent. And the Leafs, obviously, if you guys don't know, Anthony Stolarz is somewhere in the galaxy. We're not totally sure. Mm-hmm. And Joseph Woll looks like he's got some sort of hip flexor thing that he's working on, and it'll take a week to fix. Although Anthony Stolarz was going to be a week too, and that was 4 weeks ago.
We can now hold Berube to it.
He did say a week.
He said a week.
Yeah.
The fact that he said a week makes me believe it'll be a week, because then it might get awkward. But then again, nothing's ever awkward with Berube, because they're just going to stare you down and be like, it's not awkward.
What is what repercussion is there for him being wrong?
Exactly.
Yeah, these are not the droids you're looking for.
Yeah.
He's got
the Stolarz thing. It's real sketch. Like he was talking, was it yesterday on Sunday, the optional skate, and he's saying he doesn't know. He has no answers on when Stolarz will be back, on what the injury is, and he admitted that he hasn't skated and hasn't been on ice. It's an unknown. It's not like Joseph Woll, where they told us ahead of time that he's away for X reason and it's not going to be discussed and he's going to be away for the team for a while.
Yeah.
Stolarz has been played like it's an injury, but he's just not skating and nobody can say what's happening.
There's been 2 injuries this season already. We're like a third of the way through, where it seems like there's been a setback, and it we've discussed this previously. It doesn't look good on the team.
No.
Stolarz and Carlo.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look good on them. It's not like Matthews last year was very frustrating, but like sending him to Germany, it's like, well, no stone unturned.
Yep.
This guy's a superstar. We're going to treat him like a superstar. All right, whatever. I hate that you fiddled with the timeline, but whatever. We're a Dennis Hildeby injury away from this being a crisis, like a real serious issue.
Mm-hmm.
So stay healthy, Dennis.
We'll get to Vancouver in the Quinn Hughes is a New Jersey Devil segment.
Yeah.
But
that's actually what I called it.
On Saturday, David Kampf was their first line center. And it's because Pettersson couldn't go. He tried to get into the warmups and then he couldn't go. And like how the Leafs are one of those away from starting Aktiamov for the next considerable future, like they were a Pettersson injury away from David Kampf being their first line center. And it happened.
David Kampf, by the way, who they didn't start the season with. So who the hell would have been number 1 without Kampf?
So Ratu playing their second line center had a great game and they won and everything. But like that, those are the things that can happen in these situations.
I'm sorry, you mean the centerpiece of the Bo Horvat deal?
Yeah, he's been great this season. He was great on Saturday. But
yes.
You're one injury away and you're looking up and you're like, I'm looking at the line combination. David Kampf is number 1. And we're getting to the Dennis Hildeby situation where it's one injury away. And they're like, our backup at the Marlies is the number 1 goalie for the Leafs. And where's Stolarz?
Here's why I'm skeptical of the week thing with Woll. Everything with the Leafs is about perception and trying to quell the beast that is Leafs Nation. And if Woll was out long term, there would be some panic. Because even though Hildeby's been good, it's like, okay, but random McNew dude is the backup to him. I like Aktiamov. I don't think he's ready, but that's the life of a goalie. But if you say he's going to be out, Woll's going to be out a month. Then everyone goes, oh shit.
Season's over.
Yeah, well, yeah, they were already struggling to put points on the board. They finally start to get it together and they don't get any goaltending. Or you're relying on a rookie and a rookier rookie. That's a problem.
So you think they say a week so that they don't give an initial timeline, everybody starts freaking out?
Yes.
Interesting.
I think that's
What?
Conspiracy theory.
It makes it worse though. Once that week
but
passes, though, it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Jesse, it's based on evidence, though.
frogs?
You don't understand. You and all the other sheeple. No,
Tell us about the frogs.
yes, well, they're gay. See. I can't believe that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You can.
I can't.
I mean, in today's day and age, you
Yeah.
can't.
Everything's a real thing.
When it was first said, I couldn't believe
There
it.
you
Now
go.
I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not even, doesn't even register. Anyway, if Woll comes back in less than a week now, lovely. If he doesn't, 0 people will be surprised in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
There are aliens who won't be surprised.
And then we get to that thing where you mentioned like you're questioning the medical staff and do they know what they're doing? But we'll never get answers to that because they'll never.
I don't think it's got
reveal
anything to
something.
do with it. I think they're watching these interviews going, why the fuck? Why did he say that?
Yeah, I
We
don't
didn't
think
tell him
they
to
can't
say
be on
that.
board. They can't be on board with this.
Okay.
It doesn't make them look good. It makes them look like they don't know what they're doing, even though maybe that's true. I also had to burp there. That's why it sounded like I was going to cry.
Crying.
Yeah, no. I think there's 2 things at play here, right? The Leafs can't, for whatever reason, give us a timeline on anybody because it's super secret, and we dumb, unwashed people couldn't handle it. But also, it's supposed to, I think, cover any mistakes made by medical staff or prognostications. Does that make sense? But I also think that people, general population people who deal with health, which we all do, can understand when a doctor looks at you and goes, well, this week I think it's this, but we're going to need the swelling to come down and I'm going to need to run some tests and we'll know more next week. Like we understand
evaluation.
timelines being extended. We
Talk
get
to
that.
us like we're grown-ups. Just
Yeah.
Please.
And I don't understand why that doesn't happen, but anyway.